Hello everyone. Good evening, good afternoon to all of y'all. Hi, Captivating Crowns. Bless you, sis. And it is raining here in Houston, Texas. And I am excited about the new school year. I have pulled over on the side of the road to do my scope with you guys. Hi, Mike. How are you? Well, today, Fit Mom here, talking about back to school, and I'm going to give you some tips regarding some back to school things. Hey guys, come on in. Make sure you tap the screen for hearts. Make sure you swipe to the right, swipe to the left to share it on Facebook and with your Twitter followings. Hi, might as well. I haven't seen you in a while. I remember your name because I made fun of it. I'm sorry. All right, back to school. The first thing I wanted to do is first give a shout out to my sisters because I totally missed the scope train because I'm in Houston and I think everyone else is on the East Coast. So I'm like a total hour behind. So I love y'all. I shared your scopes and I want you guys to follow them. They are Natasha Bashar at Natasha Bashar. Emerald Thomas at S Bell Remix, Jamie Lee St. John at J Radiance 85, Cheryl Minette Aton at Real One Is Here, and Stephanie Jilks at Stephanie_Sue. I love my sisters and I'm in it. So here is my scope on back to school and of course on fitness and health. I myself have lost over 50 pounds in the past 3 years, and I've kept it off the past 2 years. I am 44 and a mother of 4 children, aged 25, 16, and the twins are 14. So going back to school is nothing new for me, but it's totally like crazy in our household every time we go back to school. Even the 25-year-old, she's still in school. My husband told her that as long as she stays in school, she don't have to get a job. So guess what? She's still in school. So we still getting her back to school ready. Thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you for tapping the screen. All you got to do is just tap. And look at that. Pow. Ah, I'm so excited. All right. Thank you for coming in, guys. Thank you for sharing. You can swipe to the right, swipe to the left to share, and also on Android users, swipe up and share it on Facebook and Twitter. Number 1, you want to make sure that when you getting ready for school, that you make a list. That's the main thing. You want to make a list. First of all, and I've done scopes like this before, do not go in the grocery store if you're hungry. That is the worst time. And then number 2, do not go in the grocery store if you don't have a list. You just don't need to be there unless you're getting something at the last minute or something like that. But otherwise, you definitely don't want to go into the store without a list. So, back to school, my tip on that is create the list with your kids. We're in a time where everybody is like, you know, who's the kid, who's the adult, and all that. That's just not an argument I want to have with my children. I want them to eat. I don't want them to miss a meal. I want them to have breakfast. So I want to make sure that I'm cooking and buying foods that they can eat and that they're going to eat. So make a list with your child and also take them with you. When you go shopping, take your kids with you. All right, number 2. So you got the list, you went shopping. Guess what? You bring all that stuff home. It's time to cook. Cook with your children. That is awesome for back to school because everybody knows the time to eat and the time to cook. So instead of one person going into the kitchen, have the children all take turns on what they need to do. If someone needs to wash the vegetables, if someone needs to cut, somebody needs to boil the waters, and then have a conversation. Cooking, eating, all of this stuff is conversation and connection and relationship with your family and keeping it together. Now, not saying that back to school always have to deal with little kids. If you're in college, go shopping with your roommate. Enjoy having fun, getting everything together and cooking and preparing your meals for the week that's coming up. So that way you don't have to wait at the last minute to eat or don't even eat at all. All right, number 3. So you got all the food you cooked. Make sure everybody eats breakfast. And that goes back to the line of number 1, make sure that you're buying the things that your kids are going to eat or that you're going to eat. I know that it gets so stressful. And like I said, having 4 kids of my own, it's always stressful on the first day of school. So you want to make sure that you got the foods that you can cook. Don't have no big breakfast meal if you ain't got big breakfast time. But if you have eggs and you can boil eggs, or you have scrambled eggs, or my kids, like my son, thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you for the pals. I appreciate it. Thank you for, all you got to do is just tap the screen. That's it. Or sharing with your followers and also on Facebook and Twitter. I really appreciate it. And thank you for joining. God bless you. But like I said, we're talking about some tips on back to school. And where I stopped off was eating breakfast. So tip number 1 was to create a shopping list with your kids and go shopping with them. Tip number 2, I said to cook with your children and eat with your children. And then we're going to number 3, where everybody eats breakfast. So you want to make sure, like my son, he is not too big. And I know I'm the fit mom, so bad on me for saying this, but he doesn't like vegetables a lot. So I make sure that I have omelets and things made where I kind of hide the vegetables and tomatoes and things that I know that's good for him. Or he likes a lot of waffles. So we have frozen waffles, but I bought him a waffle maker. My son will wake up an extra 20 minutes early just to make some homemade waffles so he can eat. Doesn't matter. For number 1, he's eating. And number 2, it's something that he enjoys to do. So find out what it is that your child will eat breakfast every morning. Maybe it's just yogurt. Maybe you need to get up because they only like your oatmeal that you cook. All of those little sacrifices means a lot to your family, and it gets them a healthy start on going to school. Number 4, prepare your day the night before. That is like the best advice someone told me. And I know some days it gets so stressful and so hard, but you really do need to do it. And here's a tip on how to do that. Set a time each night that you can sit down for like 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm not telling you to do a brain dump of all the things that need to be done, but just simple things that need to be done. So that way the child at the last minute is not telling you at the last minute in the morning that you have a meeting or they need to give you $5. I mean, you need to give them $5 because they need to pay for some kind of fee. Do it a little bit at the night before. It's a whole list. So listen up and I'll go through all of them again. And thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. God bless you. So you want to make sure you prepare the night before. A quick, simple little list. Number 5. In preparing the night before, thank you, Success 15. God bless you. In preparing the night before, you want to make sure you go to sleep at a proper time. Start setting those schedules up now, guys. And I know for myself, my kids, they stay up late. And starting this week, and they don't go to school till another week, but starting this week, everybody's going to bed early. So guess what? We're all going to bed early. And I need to learn how to go to bed and make sure that all the lights are out upstairs with the kids, because that's my fault. But as a parent, you have the right to tell everybody to shut it down. Because push come to shove, go out to the electrical box and just flip the switch on that side of the house. But make sure that everybody goes to bed at a decent time. I don't know your time schedules. I don't know what to tell you. But I know in my household, my husband and I and our kids, 9 or 10 o'clock, it's shutdown time because we get up so early and your body needs to rest. And especially for children and all of you that are going to school and to work, if your body doesn't get the rest, you don't function as well. So that's a big tip. Number 6, make sure you go to the doctor and get checkups and your shots. Get all of those things in order. You know that you need it every year. You have teenagers, and even if you're in college now, you get shots. Some teenagers, I think when you turn 13, you get shots. And of course, elementary and middle school, you're getting shots like every other year or something. But these things are important. And then plus, you want to make sure you get your checkups and physicals simply because you need to know what's going on with your body. It's so easy to get caught up and do these activities and events and running around and just pass out. Or better yet, when you start feeling pain, guys, it's too late. You're already sick. So make sure you get a checkup. Make sure you're up to date on your shots, and make sure that you get physicals, especially if you're doing sports. There's nothing worse than hearing about a teenager passing out on the field because of a heart disease. Guys, stay involved. Go to the doctor. Number 7, drink water. Now, more than ever, drink water. And then how you tell your kids. A lot of them, what's happening in schools now, and if you're teachers, great, and I'm not trying to pick on y'all, but sometimes kids do need to go to the restroom a lot. Kids do need to drink from the water fountain. Parents, on my end, I've always had my kids bring a water bottle. Bring a water bottle to put into their backpack, so that way they can fill it up, and if they need to drink some water, they can drink some water. And when they need to go to the restroom, they need to go. So get them in the habit of drinking water throughout the day. And also at home, make sure water is incorporated in you guys' diets. Drink water, drink water, drink water. Number 8, get the house ready for school. Again, in my household, we're setting up everything for shop this week. We're not going to school yet, but we're taking a shot and making sure that we're getting everything ready. In saying that, you also might want to set aside on a table or like a little study area of something where you can prepare for after school activities, whether it's homework, whether it's just sitting and talking, or maybe it's just a reading time. Set up a library area where, as the books and stuff that they need to read, or books that you put into that area, that's the time, that's the area, that's the place to sit down and read and do your homework. Already get your schedules ready for not using the TV and when to use the TV. Sometimes all that computer and TV time is not worth it, and it's like sucking all of the smartness out of our kids. I don't know if that's real. I just said that. It just sounds good. Number 9, have snacks in the car or snacks ready at home. That's one thing that I had to learn how to do because we do a lot of ripping and running and riding in the car. So I've learned to have dry snacks in the car, and I've learned to have food prepared when they get home from school, because otherwise they're going to go to sleep, or they're not going to eat, or they're going to be so starving during summertime, because we would like to think that they eat the school lunches or whatever lunch we pack for them. Most of the time they don't. So they're extremely starved when you pick them up and as soon as they get home from school. So you want to be prepared in having snacks. I'm going to go over the rest of the tips in case you're just joining in before I get to my last tip. Number 1, make a list and go shopping with your kids. Number 2, everyone cook and eat together. Number 3, make sure everyone eats breakfast. That's so important. Eat breakfast. Number 4, prepare your day the night before. Be consistent on that, and it will become easy, and it will be a good habit that your children will take in life in the future. Number 5, stick to a good sleeping schedule. Make sure everybody in the household, not just your children, because they're only going to do what you do, not what you say. So prepare your day where you can all go to sleep at a decent and proper time. Number 6, make sure you get your checkup, physicals, and shots, everything up to date. You can only be healthy if you know that you're getting taken care of. Number 7, drink water. And a tip, Give your child a water bottle so they can drink water throughout the day at school. Number 8, get the house ready for school before school. So if you already started school, that's great. But if you're not, make some adjustments. Set places in the house that'll be ready for when your kids know this is study area, this is reading area. And then also make sure that your house is ready with the snacks. Number 9, have snacks in the car and also ready to eat snacks when they get home from school. And number 10, dun dun dun, what is it if the Fit Mom doesn't tell you to work out? Get active. Even though school is here and your work schedules might be changed or a little frazzled, you still want to go out and walk. You want to exercise. And a lot of our children are part of like basketball, baseball, football, cheer, soccer, t-ball, all of that stuff. Get active with them. When they go to their practices, go rock the track. Oh my goodness. All of these things are such a major part in staying healthy. And once your body gets active in movement, and especially if you're outside, those brain cells and everything just get active just by you moving around and working all of your muscles of your body. All right, guys, that is my quick back to school tips. And again, I apologize to my sisters, but I shared their scopes, so I want you guys to replay their scopes. We have Natasha, Emerald, Jamie, Cheryl, and Stephanie at Natasha Bashar, at S Bell Remix, at J Radiance 85, at Real One is Here, and at Stephanie_Sue. God bless y'all, and there's some real good tips from all of my sisters about going back to school. God bless you. I love you. Have a super awesome Sunday. Bye.